Hello out there, and get ready for some NBA basketball on 2K Sports. Hello everyone, I'm Brian Anderson, joined by Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg. We'll hear from reporter Allie LaForce in a moment. Here matched up against Indiana is how they'll kick off the new season.
Last year they won this season series, but then they couldn't get past those guys in the playoffs.
When it really counted, they came up short. But it's another season and a chance here to gain confidence in this matchup.
Clark, we hear a lot of talk about Halliburton's Supreme Court vision. Just how good is it?
I think it's phenomenal, NBA. To be the facilitator that he is, you've got to have an understanding of what you're trying to run, but also a feel for how to get people shots and to adjust on the fly to what the defense is providing. And it's feel as much as it is skill, feeling where defenders are, feeling where your teammates are or might be. And that is a gift. And he's honed that in a way that's made him one of the top dime droppers in the league.
Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Pass to Turner. The free ball. Hart pulls it in.
Man, that's his shot. Maybe he was too wide open.
The three is up. New York again can't hit. And so it's Siakam with it. He brings it up for the Indiana Pacers. First quarter, just over a minute and a half in. Back to Turner. Shot clock at 6. And the shot falls short that time.
Well, you know he wants that one back. I mean, more often than not, he'll sink that mid-range jumper.
Here's the pick. Anunoby on the wing. Yes, and a nice assist from Brunson.
You know, there aren't many players who are more efficient in the pick and roll than Jalen Brunson. I mean, he has mastered that set.
And that's a foul called on OG Anunoby. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Halliburton surveys the floor. Connects from downtown. Halliburton's got 5 now. Clark, how about the run the Indiana Pacers had in the inaugural NBA Cup?
Boy, that was pretty impressive, wasn't it, BA, making it all the way to the finals. Certainly was a statement to the rest of the league that the Pacers are on the come. Now you got to keep an eye on them because they've got a nice core that's just moving into the prime of their career.
Now here's Nembhard. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Halliburton. Played it in with a nice touch off the window. He's got 7.
Halliburton's quickness and agility really makes him hard to deal with, especially when he's in close like that.
Towns outside. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. Indiana leading. Pass to Gay. And here's Siakam. And then Siakam with the jam.
The defense just can't let Siakam get inside positioning like this because he's looking to dunk it home.
Towns outside. Back to Brunson. They set a pick. Towns outside.
Get there.
New York needs to get one up quick. The timer ticks. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock.
Boy, that sharp awareness of Towns. Clock running out. He just beats it.
To the left wing. Here's Turner. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's going to be on Karl Anthony Towns. Turner can always wow you with a highlight play. But Clark, he's gotten better at the small things as well.
Yeah, I agree with you 100% there. He can shoot the three. He's always been an elite shot blocker from the day he stepped foot in the NBA. An excellent screener, but he has added small pieces to his total game in the little areas.
Now here's Towns. 5 points in the game. Brunson with it. The rebound by Shepard.
Yeah, he just flat out tricked that one, missed it, and has no one to blame but himself.
Doubled by Towns. Pass to Turner. Here he goes. And he makes it on the layup.
I tell you, the tenacity of Turner on the drive is something no one wants to be a part of.
And here's Brunson from the arc. Siakam pulls down the board.
And you never want to give a shooter like him a clean look.
Now here's Turner. Carries it. He's 2 for 4 in this game.
Exceptional skills for Turner down in the paint. This guy, I think, has the potential to be a dominant player inside for a lot of years.
Towns for 3. He's off on that one. And so it's Indiana closing out this quarter with a 7-point lead. And it's mostly due to their superb shooting. They've wasted 14. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Pacers.
Well, guys, early on, they're driving the lane constantly, using their quickness to gain an advantage. Look at their points off penetration.
I would like to highlight, too, guys, the excellent passing they've done early on. I mean, they've done a really good job putting the ball into the hands of guys ready to shoot it.
4-3, and that one's good. Benedict Mathurin for 3. Mathurin's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Thanks, Brian. The Knicks, one of the top defensive teams in the league, and it starts in the paint. Coach Tom Thibodeau said, quote, "We pride ourselves on having a great shell. We've got great rim protection, guys who take charges, and we're aggressive on the ball. Guys, great defense has always been Tim's MO."
And nothing has changed now. Thanks, Allie. Well, Grant, all the high hopes Knicks fans have had in recent years, they have finally come to fruition.
Yeah, it really was good to see the Knicks have a great campaign last year. From the players to the coaches to the front office and the fans. They've pressed all the right buttons.
Towns for 3. Sends it home from three-point land. Towns has got 8.
It's such a luxury to have a big man like Towns who shoots so efficiently from outside.
Outside Johnson. Pass to Neesmith. The 3. Missed it. Now 0 for 1 on this game.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Counted. Bridges has got his first points of the game.
And you see why Coach is comfortable running offense through Bridges.
There's a screen by Toppin. And he's going for the oop here. And stolen by Brunson. Outside Hart. Pass to Towns. Now Brunson. Back to Hart. There's the drive. Oh, and there's a one-hand jam.
And the find by Brunson, more than capable of running the offense.
Second quarter play, almost 3 minutes gone here. Outside Neesmith. Pass to Toppin. And a slam dunk by Toppin.
When he's this close to the rack, that's exactly what he's looking to do. Slam it down. Well done, Toppin.
Outside Hart. 1:57 left in the half. Here's Brunson. Sneaking inside. It's Brunson. Looking at lineups around the league, Grant. Seems like they're becoming more positionless than ever before.
Yeah, you're spot on, B.A. To the point where some people feel all-star voting shouldn't be by position anymore. It should be by merit. Excellent movement on the play. The pass on time and on point.
And we'll have a timeout called by Tom Thibodeau. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. And Indiana with some changes. Knicks trail by 4. Outside Payne. Outside McBride. Puts up a 3. A rebound by Turner.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort.
Pass to Walker. Here's the 3. Nails it from 3. Walker's got his first 3 points of the game.
They are shooting nearly 50% from beyond the arc, and their confidence is growing.
Outside Achua. Outside McBride. Achua with a screen. Back to McBride. Beyond the arc. And the Knicks miss again.
Defense dodged a bullet that time. Total breakdown.
Halliburton misses. Outside McBride. Achua with a screen. Ooh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. And the Pacers started last season all offense, Grant, but even they knew that would not be sustainable.
Yeah, Coach Carlisle prodded them to at least get to average on the defensive end. And there's no question they have the tools to do it.
6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. The shake. Ooh, 2 physical points for Halliburton.
That shot by Halliburton, not easy. Taking the hit and still finishing the play.
Now here's Payne. Still without a bucket. Achua with a screen. The 3 is up. Knocks it down from distance.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. Indiana ahead, leading by 4. And we'll see you back here after the break. Third quarter action in just a bit. And if you're just joining us, we played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Outside Hart. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play opportunity. New York shooting their 3rd free throw shot of the game. Well, Grant, one thing about this Knicks team, they have a clear identity.
Yeah, they have the mentality of their city, New York City, playing the game with passion and in-your-face attitude. And, of course, these Knicks leave it all out on the floor.
Boy, and Turner's really good at picking the defense apart, especially with the catch-and-shoot jumper.
Here's Bridges. An easy 2 on the layup. Bridges has gotten his 2nd bucket.
In a tight game, they wanted to make sure of that possession.
Here's Halliburton. That shot, no good. Oh, nice D from Anunoby. New York trailing. Kicks it out, Towns. Outside Brunson. Back to Towns. Bridges outside for the lead. And the basket by Towns. Towns has got 11.
So far, so good to begin this half. They're 3 for 3. Perfect.
Halliburton outside. Here's Walker. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Oh, stolen by Turner. Halliburton on the wing. He's got 9. Counted from distance.
His shooting has been fantastic, and this team has leaned on him.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Brian, Miles Turner, the 11th pick by the Pacers in 2015 for much of his career with the team. He's endured the trade rumors. He said, I've still got PTSD from that, but I wanted to be here in Indy. And last season, a renegotiation of his contract, giving him an extension and a raise. Brian, he is locked in as their starting center.
Yeah, it would appear so, Allie. Thank you. Here's Brunson. Nice D from Nembhard.
Well, that's a rare miss for him inside. He may have just rushed it a bit, maybe lost concentration too.
Well, I don't think anyone predicted that Jalen Brunson would become the player he is today, Grant.
Yeah, that's for sure, B.A. Or he definitely wouldn't have been a second-round pick. He's a hard worker, a competitor, and an elite offensive player.
Towns, right side. Three-pointer. Can't bury it. His fifth miss in 9 tries. Here's Halliburton. With contact, Halliburton.
Now that was nasty. Absolutely nasty. Halliburton looking like a street baller. With that kind of dribble move, major handles.
And Brunson, here we go. Oh, deflected. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Halliburton.
He had the right idea, just couldn't come up with the swipe.
You know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
And we'll have a timeout called by Tom Thibodeau. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. The Pacers making a switch here. 1:56 left to play in the third quarter here. 6 to shoot. Towns, right side. Drops in the 3. Towns has got 14 points.
Look, how do you come up with a strategy to defend Towns on a night like this? I'm anxious to see you try.
Here's Halliburton. That one is off. Hard with the defensive effort. A tight one here in New York City. Bridges outside. And Mikal Bridges picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
Tough one. In a game where every possession is valuable, turnovers can make the difference.
Here's Halliburton. 14 points for him. Karl Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound. And here's New York now. Out to the right wing. Towns on a screen. Brunson rushes in. Pass to Towns. Back to Brunson. Shoots over Shepherd. Clock at 6. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Brunson's got his third basket on the night right there. Halliburton outside. Here's Shepherd. Back to Halliburton. Launches a 3. Towns with a rebound.
Not much falling for him this quarter, guys, and you can sense his frustration.
The three-pointer is down. Jalen Brunson.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter. And they can run out the clock here. No need to rush it.
Yeah, don't give them another possession here.
Right there. Halliburton outside. Shoots over Anunoby. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. The third quarter comes to a close. Knicks out in front. We've reached the fourth quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Should be an exciting finish. Pacers trail by 4. And Cameron Payne is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. First team foul.
On defense, the Knicks. Pass to Gay. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. That's why they continue to get attacked.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Man, where's the effort on the defensive end? You've got to play harder than that.
Yeah, you know, it's made for a fun game, but you're right. You're exactly right. I mean, the defense has been
Driving to the basket. Oh, it's Gay with the jam.
Put that one on the highlight reel. Gay throwing it down with authority.
Robinson on the wing. And here's Payne outside. The Pacers pull it in.
We know how good a shooter he is. It's frustrating for him when he's not able to knock down that kind of wide open look.
Siakam, that's good.
A long swing player. Siakam uses that 6'9" length down low.
And here's McBride. From behind the arc. The shot won't fall. And so it's Siakam with it. He brings it up for the Indiana Pacers. To the right side. And here's Shepard for three. Achua with the rebound. Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth. Pass to Payne. Achua with a screen. And here's Robinson. 6 on the shot clock. McBride with it. From deep. Nice D from Nembhard.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
And we'll have a timeout called by Tom Thibodeau. He's decided it's time to clarify the situation, leaving little room for error. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Hey guys, over the last break I listened to Tom Thibodeau address the team. Coach was urging his team to play strong defense, reminding them no easy hoops, and help when needed. They do say defense wins championships, guys.
And Allie, thank you for that.
And you have to avoid getting too physical with Brunson because he'll get these calls.
Both free throws good from Brunson. Here's Halliburton. A touch under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. And the bucket is good.
A terrific effort from Halliburton so far offensively. He's not holding anything back on that end of the floor.
Brunson on the drive. Oh, Brunson! What an aggressive move.
I mean, towards the end of the game, you want Brunson out there, and he can do some special things for you.
Halliburton up top. And here's Shepard for three. Down it goes. And a great assist by Halliburton. Shepard's got himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Brunson taking his time here. Driving inside. That's his 6 make it 11 tries.
Knifing to the rim with ease. Brunson attacks. He's open lanes with tenacity.
And there's a minute 45 left to the fourth quarter here. To the inside. Back to Matherin. Deflects the pass. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backward violation. 1:33 left to play in the fourth. Outside Brunson. Right there. Towns, right side. The Pacers pull it in. Halliburton with the ball. And Bridges picks him up defensively. Oh, the sweet touch inside by Halliburton.
What a big-time play by Tyrese Halliburton. Simply putting his team on his back.
Here's Brunson outside. It's rebounded by Pascal Siakam. Now Halliburton. Siakam outside. 40 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And there's a whistle. That goes on Pascal Siakam. That's his first foul.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
Heads-up action there. Reading the play and then beating him to the spot. Well done.
The Pacers making a switch here. Here's Brunson. New York again can't hit. 5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. And I think we'll see him milk the clock a bit.
Yeah, seems like the heady move right now. Great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game.
Yes.
Here's Brunson outside. Misses the tray. And they foul intentionally. Now they're going to have to do that again. They're not in the penalty just yet.
Personal foul.
Yeah, just a must-foul situation to stop the clock.
And you know what? Who knows? A few misses at the stripe, and they're right there within range. You know, late game free throws are a lot different than early game free throws in terms of making.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. That's good. Going 1 of 2 from the line. And that gives him a 4-point cushion. And here's Brunson from the arc. Misses. And so the big win by Indiana in a tight game. They played the villain tonight, and they played it well.
Yes, they did. And, you know, you have two choices. You can either succumb to the hostility in this arena, or you can feed off of it and use it as motivation. They did the latter.
And that about wraps it up.